screenshots because I believe it's important to show proof. I was told like 3 nights ago, I don't know, that she's doing a book cover. I'm not going to necessarily talk about the artwork that she's producing, but I do believe that it is probably traced again. Luigi. I know, they just like they wanted to cap you with that. I'll show it to you guys. I am going to refrain from commenting on its overall look. I'm assuming the author paid like $50 for it. And if I was an author, that's a steal for a book cover because her anatomy is, you know, at where it's at. And that's all I'm going to say. I do believe that this is stolen. I believe it is referenced, like, it's either a photo mash or it's just a straight ripoff. But no one's been able to find the original. I think it's a photo mash of my art and someone else's. There's like a Chase and Ame picture that I did. I'll see if I can find it. I think it's photo mashed from that, but I literally just don't care enough to fix it. To like do anything about it. Like I just don't care. Maybe I can find it if it'll load. Nope, none of my files loading. Okay, whatever, I don't care that much. You can find it on my page. And she's kind of started like subtweeting me. I got sent this like 3 nights ago, and they're like, "Hey, she's working with an author." And at first, I was like, "Big if true," because like she's lied about things being commissions many times. Like she'll draw something, and she'll be like, "This is a commission," but she won't post who it's for. But when it's an actual commission, she will, because she wants the people that have been waiting like 2 years plus for their commissions to see that she's working on them. And like think, oh, she's working on them. She just has a really long queue. Or that's probably what she says, to be honest. So they'll shut up, and she's like, "See, I'm working on them." I think it looks like he's holding a fish. His pants are really baggy and weird. I think if this is stolen from anything, it's gonna be stolen from like Chrissy and Eddie, like Edisy. That's what I think this is. So if there's like a Christmas Edisy photo, it's probably this. That's what I think, at least. I just think that this is a hand that I drew that's really bad. I drew a really, really bad hand, like 3 years ago, and I'm still not proud of it, and I hate it because the picture does really well. I'll go find it. 1 sec. I drew too much, I can't find it. I think it's under summer. Here it is. Let me show you. Just so I can show you. The neck bothers me. Yeah, it's because necks actually get shorter. 1 sec. I'll show you guys. It's why I think it's a photo mash of this picture. It's like... 1 sec. I went the wrong way. It just, like, has the same knuckles and everything. I don't know. It just kind of looks... same. Now, this is a bad hand. This hand is bad. It's not a good hand. But I think it's this picture, and she just went like this. She just, like, turned the canvas so that she looks like she's laying. Because her leg in this image is also too fucking long. This is a bad drawing that I did. And she made fun of it for me having bad anatomy, and I was like, I'll take that L. I'll take that L with me, because this is a bad photo. It's not good. I don't know why I made her leg so long, and I don't know why I drew his hand like that. I don't know. I don't have an answer. Yeah, so, like, she's like, this for an author. I think that this is, like, $50 at most. My covers cost up to $1,000. The highest cover I ever had was, like, 900. So, they're almost $1,000. So that's just like me, right? So where is it? So like this one was like it was like came to like just under 800 or something like that. So like book covers can get really expensive. So the way I see it for this author, so I know who the author is. Um, it was like posted or whatever. There's like group chats and like discords about Delaney. If anyone's ever wondering how I find all this information, it's just posted publicly. Um, and how do I make this stop? And so, as you guys know, I am a book cover artist. Here's my book cover. No, that's not my book cover. That's not my book cover. I need to close this. Stop. Go away. I draw book covers. I don't know if I can show the art on Twitch. Let me see. Let me see how scandalous it is. I had done a book cover a long time ago. Oh, I can show this. I can show this. I'd done a book cover a long time ago, and it didn't get used. I did get paid, but it didn't get used, and it was asked that I don't post it, because there was like an NDA on it, and like it's the publishing world. There's a bunch of mumbo jumbo, and I got really sad that I could never post it, so I just deleted it. So it's just gone. I could probably re-get it because it's in some emails, but I just like was like, you know what? I don't want to look at this because I'm just gonna get sad that I'll never see the light of day. And I kind of went on my merry way, and I drew this. This is for a client named Nil. I do art for them. I used to do art for them all the time, but not so much these days. But they're like a super long time mutual. And I had posted this, and I was on my merry way, and I didn't realize that the monster fuckers would see this and be like, "Oh, true brother," right? And an author named Gemma Voss reached out to me with that photo, and they're like, "Hey, do you draw book covers?" And I was like, "I've done one, but admittedly, it did not get used. They went with a different whatever." And I wound up doing this for her. It's called Alien from Nowhere. It's on Amazon and Kindle. You should buy it. And I was like, oh yeah, like I did this for her. This was a fucking nightmare because the file corrupted, and I don't know if you've ever had an art file corrupt. It corrupted the 29th. It was due on the 30th. So I had to call in sick to work for like 17 hours straight. And I got it done. And I will never do that again. It was awful. And I get sad because I know this could probably be better if I was like, spider on me. Yeah. Anyways, so, yeah. I think it bit my tummy. Ow. You just fell down my shirt. Fuck. Holy shit. I'm okay. I threw it. Daisy's eating it. It's okay. That scared the fuck out of me, though. Oh, I just scratched my whole chest grabbing it. Oh, well. Oh, well. I'm not bleeding, but I just cut my, like, chest all the way down, grabbing the spider as quickly as I could. She ate it, so we're fine. I'm not afraid of spiders, so I don't really care. It's just more like, oh. But so now what we were talking about. Welcome. I just got attacked by a spider. If I was Fenris, I'd be dead. I'd be on the floor dead. But I'm not afraid of spiders because I'm an adult. Don't tell them I said that. So I do this cover for her. She loves it. It's great. And Nancy Cummings is another author. She reaches out to me after she sees this, and she's like, I want a cover. So I do this cover for her. I think it's called Have Tail Will Travel. I really like this cover personally. I don't know. I just like her like facial features. She's like, I think she was East Asian, I believe. She had like a nose, and I don't know. I just liked her character. She's different from what I've drawn before. Don't really offend. Nah, it's fun. And so, you know, I'm on the ball. Do not believe. Okay, wow. Oh, okay, glad you're on my side. So, all is well. And one day, there is this, um, Delaney and I have like a showdown again. She stole some of my artwork. It blew up. Everyone was mean to her about it. And then I think she started this Eternity Vengeance quest. So I kind of had the feeling that she would start trying to undermine me or undercut me when it came to book covers. And after she stole like some of my artwork, so I reached out to any author I'd ever worked with, and I was like, "Hey, let me find it. I'll just read it out for you. I don't remember." And I go, "Hey, Nancy," like they're talking to Nancy, but there's a ton of different authors I did. Hope you're doing well. I really hate to reach out like this, but it's come to my attention that my longtime cyber stalker and art thief has started to follow people I've worked in with covers, and now she's claiming that she is a cover artist. So you can always tell who she's stealing from because she'll put it in her bio, like her Twitter bio. She'll put in her Twitter bio that she's like a tattoo artist, and then you'll look and she's like stealing art for tattoos. And then she'll put in her bio that she's like a comic artist, and then she's stealing from Babs Tar, and then like, so she lets everybody know who she's currently stealing from. And she had put in her bio that she was a book cover artist. So I was like, oh, so we're back to me. It's my turn to get stolen from. So I reach out to her and I'm like, I have reason to believe that she will steal the covers that I made for you or others. I have sold the rights of the art to you. So I do contracts when I do book covers, no exceptions. And in the contract, there is a transfer of rights. You'll see sometimes people will do artwork and then there'll be like commercial fees. Like VTubers sometimes have to pay commercial fees for the art that they get. YouTubers, book artists, and that is to protect their rights. Hi, I'm talking about Delaney because she's done some shit. And so when I sell a cover, when I do a cover for an artist or an author, I transfer the rights and ownership to them so that they can pursue their rights on their own. And so that they can make money off of the book cover, right? So that's in a contract. So I tell her, as I have sold the rights to you, if something is to happen, I just want you to know that you have my support to take whatever action or inaction you want. And that I'm really sorry, and I type this with a lot of shame. If anybody named Delaney's Art / Delaney Kip comes around, please be wary, and I'm very sorry. So, if, say, I sold the rights to an author, right, for the book cover, I sell them the rights to this book cover. I could in theory, but I can't pursue it legally. So, if like she steals the cover, it's up to the rights owner to pursue it. So like they want to do a DMC takedown, like a Digital Millennial Copyright Act takedown action on her for stealing the cover. If she did that, that's on her because she has the rights to the art. Now, as an artist, you always have rights to your artwork, but this is a little different where it's like something that she's using commercially. So I reach out to her, I say that, I'm like, yeah, and every author is like chill as fuck with it. Like, they're like, yeah, like no worries, like it's not your fault. You know, there are a lot of looky-loos in the art and book world, so like it's like nothing new. And then one of the authors messages me back with this. Not even 24 hours after you messaged me, Delaney sent her a DM. Why is this fucking weird? I'll tell you. There are thousands of authors on the internet. Thousands. But Delaney specifically reaches out to authors I've worked with. Here's me 20 weeks ago. Let me make this a little bigger. Here's me 20 weeks ago. Heart. 3 hours. Delaney, I'm open to do covers. Why the fuck is your creepy ass doing that? Like, she then follows the author. She starts following all the authors I've worked for and commenting, I can do covers. Hi, pick me. I'll do a cover for you. Why on why is it only people I've worked for? I understand that undercutting is a thing, and I get that. Business is business, but there's something to be said when it's only to the authors I've worked for. She knows I don't want her to talk to me. She knows I want her to leave me alone, but she still specifically seeks me out. And that's why I'm like, this is just stalking. You're just stalking me. So another author, so this screenshot is slightly edited so it'll fit. And would it be okay if I asked what she commented? If no worries, if you don't want to share. Yeah, I don't mind. She just repeatedly commented she would love to design a cover for me on the pics I've posted of your covers. Specifically. Then she starts liking anything to do with book covers. Unpopular opinion, book cover artists deserve to be credited on selling pages of the book. She starts liking all of these, like, book takes. Changes her bio to award-winning artist and book cover artist. Like, it's so fucking creepy. Then she starts. So first of all, this name is Eminem and Yellow Wolf 14, which is embarrassing. That's an embarrassing username. She starts like messaging me on all of her fucking alts. Now I have confirmed that this is her alt. So for any of you who don't know this, on Instagram, if you have an Instagram account, they're all linked together through your devices. If you block somebody on Instagram, it has to be on mobile. You can block any and other accounts that they may make. I have Delaney blocked because she was sending me like hate messages and forgot to block me. So I was able to block her. Because on Instagram it's a one-sided block. I'll comment on that, Louis. I'll comment on that in a second. So what was I saying? So I unblocked her main, which unblocked all of the alts that I've blocked. There's something like 42 alts that I've blocked. I'm not kidding. Then I went to this page, blocked it, blocked any account that it would make, and it reblocked all her alts, confirming that it's her. So to answer your question, Luigi, she is a single mother who lives with her mom. And she uses this life position as a reason to scam people. So, say I'm like, hey, this person is a scammer. Be careful. Like, this person is a scammer. She will go to the person, she'll be like, I'm just a single mom. I have, like, a rare disorder. I'm just trying to put food on the table for my son. And these internet haters, they're trying to take me down. All I'm trying to do is feed my poor son. My baby daddy's car is in the impound lot. She hasn't talked to her baby daddy in like a million years. They're like no contact. She like refuses to let him see the kid. Like there's all this shit. And then she'll be like, I can't be with anybody. I'm demisexual and asexual because the only person I want to have sex with is my ex who I'm still in love with. And then he'll be like, I am afraid of her. She has been abusive to me many times. She has been physically abusive to me. I want her to leave me alone. She refuses. She's a scammer. She just uses buzzwords to make anybody she's working for feel really sorry for her. There is this guy on Facebook. He runs like an enamel pin community. I'm not going to say the name because it is adult content, but he makes adult content enamel pins. And he had this really long post. I'm just going to paraphrase it from my memory. But he kept giving her money and back pay because she was making stolen pins for him and he didn't even fucking know. He didn't even know until Delaney started stealing from his wife. But because yeah, she stole from her boss's wife artwork. That he kept giving her money, and every time she just had a different excuse. She would be like, I don't even have enough money to take my son for ice cream. What am I gonna do? I'm such a bad mom. And then he would give her money, and she would spend it on weed. So, like, it's this never-ending cycle. And, like, if you're a nice person and you're an empathetic person and someone is like, I'm just trying to make extra money off of artwork and everybody is coming at me and, like, I'm scared and I'm just trying to feed my kid, like, you'll be like, oh my God, that's so awful. I'll help you. But I'm jaded as fuck and I would just Google your name. An author, if you're watching this by any means, Google her name. Just Google it. Everybody Google it. Lainey Kiff. It's all stolen shit. How she's a scammer, how she's stolen, how she's plagiarized. So that's how she does it. Yeah, no, it's. I don't believe that Delaney is. Since her mom begs for money for rent, and then she goes to the pot club and said, "Yeah, it's to feed her addiction." Responsibilities are annoying. Instant gratification is better. Anyways, so recently, to recap all of this, so, oh yeah, this one is funny. So she starts making fun of me and how I draw. I draw so stylized. And she started making fun of how I draw on the picture she's stolen from. Yeah, a lot of people don't have internet literacy, and I don't understand why. I like, we're in the age of the internet, but and she's like, what, I'm not allowed to have an alt to look her up 42 times on different accounts? What? That's so bad. And then so she goes that she's allowed to design book covers, and I'm not the only one that's allowed to do it. I never said I was. Moving on. And for the record, I've always wanted to do covers for and comics. She's like, I knew this before Babs Tar and Sugar Gun. So we're the two people that she steals from the most. I'm going to explain something. And Delaney, if you're watching, hey Pookie, you don't want any of that. You don't want any of that. What you want is money and clout. And you're getting it, or attempting to get it, through stealing and fucking, what's the term? What is it? Like, pulling the wool over people's eye, deceiving people. So if you can steal my artwork and deceive someone else, you get the paycheck and the recognition. And you're just hoping people don't notice. It has nothing to do with artwork. It has nothing to do with someone's ability to draw. It all has to do with instant gratification. I don't believe Delaney even necessarily likes drawing. I believe she likes what it gives her. And it's money. And she's like, I think all kids like drawing to an extent. She designed a children's book. It's not published. It's not self-published. It's not online. She drew in a fucking paper pamphlet for like an art assignment. I've seen it. I've seen the fucking thing. I don't know where the fuck it is though. It's on like the Lainey Kiss Steals Facebook group or something. It's not anything, and it's looks like how to draw anime 101 art. That's it. And she got recognition for that in her one horse town. So she's like, oh, this feels really good. I'm going to keep doing this and hopefully people will like me. Why doesn't anyone like me? So she's doing this book cover. This is the cover, I guess. I don't fucking know what resolution this is, but it's not book cover resolution. There's a few cover resolutions, but this isn't it. I'm not gonna say it because fuck you, but like this is not a book cover resolution. This is book cover resolution. Look at the size of this canvas. 32. Oh, that's because I copied it. It's 72 DPI actually, right? It has to be high resolution. It has to be like, this is a massive canvas. Like, I just, like, there's no way. This author is gonna get fucked over by this. Because, here's the thing. I know for a fact people have reached out to this author and she doesn't care. That being said, I think she is ignorant to the issue. Not unempathetic. I think that Delaney is a scammer. And she has her hooks in this person, and they're not going to realize the issue until it's too late. And I hate that. I do hate that. I really dislike when people only perceive consequences after the fact. If somebody messages you, now, I know that probably people who are messaging them are being assholes about it. And they're like, oh, so you support this person? This person does all these awful things? Wow. Instead of like probably talking to them on a neutral ground, which like I think is the only way to get someone to listen to you. But there's the other aspect of the book world that people don't consider, and I spoke to a few authors about this before I even like said anything. So I've not messaged this author. I don't intend to. I'll link you guys the author, but remember, this is not a petting zoo. You are not to go and harass them or anything, but this is the author that she's working for, apparently. Um, Controversy sells books, okay? Controversy sells books. And I believe, and I've talked to a few authors about this, if this becomes a controversy, people might read her book. She can use, and I'm not saying that this person has this like giga-brained idea and is like 20 steps ahead like Nikocado Avocado, but this might be an opportunity for them to go viral. And because Delaney is a controversial figure, and if you're using her to sell books, like, it is a reflection of yourself and a reflection of your own morals, because she's pro-Confederacy, she's transphobic, she's doxed and outed a trans individual, she's run harassment campaigns, she's like threatened people's safety, she's gone to court over threatening a school shooting, she's stalked and harassed dozens of artists, she's permanently banned from DeviantArt, an art platform, especially during the time, for art theft and plagiarism. She's been banned from Twitter and Instagram dozens of times. This person is a menace, and you're allowing her to work for you after people have warned you is a reflection of yourself, and it's a reflection of your own morals. Because I personally believe if you're the kind of person that's like, well, they haven't done anything to me, then you are okay with what that person does. And that kind of shit I just can't stand. And if you really think she won't do it to you, like Delaney won't do this to the author, she will. She absolutely will. That being said, if she's been warned and she takes no action, then there's nothing you can do. You just have to wait till the house is on fire. You just have to wait till the house is on fire. I dropped her a follow, too. I was like, alright, I'm gonna keep my eye on this. Yeah. Delaney's uneducated. I see a lot of things. It's just like, she is what I think Americans are like for the most part. No media literacy, no online literacy, like all these issues, con artist. Yeah. Waiting until something happens to you personally, I lose a lot of respect for people like that. Like, I remember talking to an old friend of mine about this guy who treated my friend like shit. Like absolute shit. And she had a thing for him, and I told him everything that she did to my friend, and she didn't care, and she went and dated him for a few weeks, and then she was like, he was really awful to me. And I was like, why? I told you about it. He's like, yeah, but he didn't do those things to me. It's like, yeah, okay, I voted for the panther eating face party. I didn't think they'd eat my face. Dumbass. If shits for brains. So, like, that's all I really wanted to say was just like, I am aware that she is ramping up her stalking campaign against me. I had made a post about her stealing artwork on Blue Sky, so I think that's really what made her mad, which, like, true. So, but all I can do, yeah, all I can do is warn the artist. Like, I'm not gonna warn the author because, from what I understand, does Delaney? She does. It's Landy Kiff. Um, the author is aware. Like, Delaney goes and leaves these comments on the author's page. I grabbed this from a screenshot from the group. You said that about my art, though. I mean it. I can't wait to see what you come up with for my next book. Yay, let me know when you want me to start. Like, she's such a pick-me. Please pick me. Why are you talking about other artists? Why are you promoting your other books when you should just be promoting me? Delaney, the greatest artist you've ever had. Pick me, please. Like, god damn it. Stop. Literally, if I see... So, I see one of the authors I do commissioned a print of the cover I did. I went and followed that artist. I went and gassed them up, and it turns out they're actually like friends with my friends. I just had no idea. And I'm like, this is what I mean. She couldn't stand to see this author talk about a different artist. It had to only be about her, which is why I'm like, hello, author. Don't you think this is fucking creepy behavior? Like, seriously, drop her. This is going to become a colossal nightmare for this author. And I doubt that she'll ever be free of Delaney because of this. Ugh. So, that's what I really wanted to say. I don't know if anyone has any questions, but Delaney is a menace, honestly. I always think about, like, Lindsay Ellis